Good morning, happy friends. It is a scorching hot morning here in Essex in the UK. It's 9 o'clock and it's time for coffee time. Apart from not having coffee, I've already had my coffee like at 4 o'clock this morning. I'm having an anti-inflammatory blood sugar regulating concoction made of turmeric, cinnamon, and pepper. It's thirst quenching and also caffeine free, and yeah, it stops me from being like really hungry because I'm fasting today, so I'm kind of grumpy as well. So cheers, right? So whatever your favorite morning beverage is, cheers. I hope your day is off to a great start. I did my body weights this morning, so I'm feeling very strong and like I could like punch through a wall. So just a quick reminder that we finally finished Mid-Century Modern Sampler, and I am convinced that I probably wouldn't do a big design like that in that format again. I would love to know what you thought about it. So like leave me a comment here, like did that work for you, or did you just get bored? Like, it was my design and I really liked it and I got bored, right? I got bored of going to the website every day and going, it's like, oh my goodness, is that thing still here? So finally finished, and we have Mr. Exciting Octopus today to download for free on the website. So I love Mr. Groovy Octopus. I just love all the colors. I love lots of colors and things. So I'm thinking, if I do another big design like that, or like a sampler like that, I probably wouldn't do it. I would probably like release like one page or one panel a week or something. I think I said this before, and then I'd probably give the whole design right up front to my Patreon subscribers. So again, another reminder, Patreon launching next Thursday. So next Thursday is the official launch of Hancock's House of Happy free cross-stitch designs for the discerning geek and better mental health. And very excited about that. And I just like to thank everybody who has picked up with me again or is new with me again. I had a lady comment on the Facebook page this morning that she's been following me since I first started there, which is like many years ago. And I took a break because my life got destroyed by a corporate job. And I stopped doing cross-stitch designs. So thank you for everybody who's stuck with me for that long and likes what I do. I really appreciate you telling me that and letting me know. And just make sure, it really helps me out if you share what you find here and the designs on the website with your stitchy friends or with the world in general. It really helps me keep producing free cross-stitch designs for people, for yes, the discerning geek, and for better mental health, because that's why I started cross-stitching. So we've got Tentacular Spectacular this week. So 4 new free cross-stitch designs featuring tentacled watery friends. And I know I'm a bit weird because I do like tentacle creatures. I love squids and octopi and jellyfish and sea anemones and things like that, which I know that's probably a bit weird, but I just find them really cute. I'd love to have that many arms, because you just imagine how much you could get done if you had that many arms. I'm just not convinced that my tiny brain would be able to like control all of them at the same time, as well as do other things. So in other news this week, well, not in other news, I just thought, because there isn't a lot of news this week, just want to sit down and have a chat. I thought you'd be interested, I posted this picture on a cross-stitching forum the other week, and that is the state of my floss, right, or it was at the time. And I've not been doing a lot of cross-stitching actually myself the last little while, and I realize it's because of this, right? How can you be creative or do anything like cross-stitching when you don't even know like how many of what colors you have, right? I'm not a hugely organized cross-stitching person, but I do find that it's far easier for me to be creative when my general environment is tidy. I cannot be creative in an environment of chaos or untidiness. I'm not the most tidy person in the world, but I do have. It's an incredibly low standard, but it's a standard, right? It's yes. So I was very proud of myself. This is now the state of my cross stitching stash, which still isn't great. But I took all of my skeins and floss and all the bits and pieces, and I made myself these little windy things. So bobbins, I guess, is what you call them. And I know you can buy these, but I just had a paper punch, or you can even just use scissors to cut out a shape and it doesn't have to be like super stiff construction paper or cardstock, as they call it here in the UK. And it's way cheaper, I think, than buying anything, because you get like a million of these out of like one piece of paper. And yes, did all of it. So now I'm all organized. But I would like to know, right? Because I don't know if you can see, I have, for some reason, all of this pink, right? And I am not a pink person, right? I'm not a pink girl. But for some reason, I have all of this pink. Right, so why all of this pink? I really couldn't figure it out. Why? I've looked at sort of my cross-stitching history. What have I been doing that required all this pink? And I have no idea why or how I acquired all of it. I have more pink and shades of pink than any other color. I mean, do you guys find that it's like you go through your stuff and it was like, why do I have so much of like one color, and it's like a color you don't even particularly like? Why would you cross-stitch something in that color? So, I'd love it if you guys, leave me some comments here. It's like, well, what could I do with all that pink, right? I might have a go at that today. Is like, the only thing I could really think of was like candy floss. But that's kind of boring as a cross-stitch design, isn't it? Just a big ball of pink fluff, right? All different kinds of pink, right? So, really proud of myself. I'd love to see how you guys organize your stitching stuff and your floss. Like I say, I'm not a hugely organized person, but it just got out of hand, and then I ended up with all these orts, right? That just, why did I keep these, right? What do I do with this? It's like mice live here. I don't know. Anyway, we'd really love to know. We'd really love to see, because it's kind of like, Marie Kondo like porn, just the uber organization that some of you cross stitchers have. I am jealous, right, of the boxes with the things, and it's all labeled, and there's drawers, and it's so organized. I'm just not that organized, but yeah, I do have my standards, right? So that's really all I have to share with you today. I'm working on oh yes, did you all see the first week of September is going to be Space Week, so I have to put together all of those designs and get them ready to put on the website. I've finished posting everything for August, so all the posts for August are scheduled, and you can see the posting schedule for August on the website. I'll leave a link again around here somewhere for you to go and check out and see if there's a design coming up that you really like. You can stick that in your Google Calendar. But the easiest way to know when a new cross-stitch design comes out is to follow the Facebook page, because I post there every day what's come out. I post on Patreon. I post on Pinterest. I've got some boards there on Pinterest you might be interested in, like free cross-stitch designs, also Hancock's House of Happy cross-stitch designs. So everything that I post comes out there as well. And of course on Twitter and Instagram, where I also post sort of random art and stuff that I'm doing. So if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen this little guy, which has like a bunch of scribbles on him now. But that's one of the designs for Space Week that I sometimes, I usually like just work in my cross-stitch design tool. But there are times when I can't quite get a shape, because cross-stitch design is a bit weird, right? Because you have to work with pixels. It's basically little squares. And my cross-stitch software, because I can't afford anything better right now, it's not very flexible. So to get certain shapes at certain angles, it's easier if I draw them first, and then I can import them into that software, and that just helps me get sort of the basic shapes down. So I don't really do colors that way, because I find that the cross-stitching software in general doesn't really translate the colors very well. It kind of like screws them up, so I'd rather work on that like directly in the software. But yeah, so if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see, you know, sort of my random art and ideas and things that I take inspiration from as well. So I'll leave all the links for that around here, and until next time, which I'll probably, you know, have another chat with you guys maybe Thursday or Friday, I hope you have a great week, and whatever you're doing, I know you're gonna do great. So until next time, bye.